years old playing the piano and played all the way through high school. Went to college in Ann Arbor, Michigan at the University of Michigan, and that's when I first started playing gigs professionally. Dance gigs, some jazz club gigs and stuff like that. And I moved to New York right out of college and been at it ever since. Had a number of different influences. Quincy Jones was a very important person to me because he was one of those people that you feel really lucky when you've met them because they become the introducer of you to other people in the business. And to get a recommendation from him was very powerful in getting people to take me seriously. I wrote all the music for the entire length of the series, and it came about in a real nice way because the producers of the series had heard one of my records. It was actually my 4th album for CTI, and they liked the sound of it or the style of the record, and they started using the record when they were experimenting with editing and the rough cuts before the series went on. So as soon as they heard that the sound seemed right to them for the series, they came to me and asked me if I would do new stuff. So the way it ended up, it actually was kind of unique, I think, because most of the time with sitcoms, the music cues are very short, just little 10 seconds maybe leading to a commercial. And I told them that it would be very difficult with our style of music to get into any kind of groove in 10 seconds, because you barely get warmed up and get out of the intro in that amount of time. So instead of trying to make individual short cues, I treated the whole series as if I was making a record album. And I would just go in the studio, write some new tunes, and try to give them as many different moods as I could: slow, fast, happy, sad, blues, shuffles, whatever. And then after we listened to these long 5 or 6 minute cuts, the editor and the producers would say, "Ooh, I like that little section," and then they would just take little snippets from it and use it in the series. And that's also how we arrived at the main theme. It just happened to be one of the pieces that I had written, not knowing whether it was going to end up just being incidental background music or what. So there was a lot of fate involved in that.